When I was in the third grade, they didn't have enough, they couldn't pay the teachers enough to finish the schools, so a lot of us had to repeat our grades over again. And then in 1932, there was a March storm, a very terrible storm, and it brought tide in the village, and it destroyed it, damaged the school building so much they couldn't have school in there anymore. But we had a principal that, like Leona told you, was Stanley Green, and he was going to make sure that we did have school. So he went through the neighborhood and got people to open up their homes. And so I finished the 7th grade in the home of Billy and Margaret Gray. And so then, in the summer of 1932, two brothers from Camden County, Charlie and William Bartlett, their name was, came and built the new schoolhouse. Well, it was some little bit more modern it was, but in the old schoolhouse we didn't have any indoor plumbing. We had a privy out and back for the teachers and the students to see, and we didn't have no electricity. But I remember they had plays at night, and they had some kind of lights, but kerosene lamps. And I can remember in the school we didn't even have a pencil sharpener. And I remember there was a guy named Willie Austin had a sharp pocket knife, and the teacher would have him go out and sharpen our pencils. But later on, the teacher had us to bring a nickel to school one time, and she ordered a pencil sharpener, if that. But it was we didn't have any sports program. We didn't have any meals like they have now in school, and it was altogether different from what it is now. But anyway, like I say, that there was Bartlett Brothers building a new school building, and it's out there across from, it's rather in the neighborhood where Johnny Gray's got his, what is it, campground, what is it, And anyway, but in the old schoolhouse, and even the new, all they had was up to the 8th grade. But later on, Mr. Green wanted to get it accredited high school. So you had to have so many students in the class to make it legal, I guess that's a good word. And so what Mr. Green did, he went through the village and got old ladies, I call them old ladies because, and I don't think some of them could even read and write, but sat in the classroom so he could get a certified high school. And so in 1935, the first class to graduate from high school in Avon, which, like I say, was in 1935, and there were 3 girls in the class and 6 boys. That was in 1935. Well, I graduated in the 2nd class, which was in 1936, and we had 6 girls and 3 boys. There was 9 in each class. That is what I remember about the school, and it remained there until they built the consolidated school down in Buxton.